Who would be in the science eco lab at a normal kind of work day?
We, of course. I think everyone but Castle.
Okay.
Because Castle's, one of those people.
By one of those
So
people, you mean a therapist?
Yeah.
Satanist.
Correct.
So
Brazilian.
That too.
we'll have researcher Greg over here. Eventually, randomly, Hui. Actually, I'll move him over closer. Might as well get that over here bonus,
All right.
I move Jal. Eventually, Hui, you will hear someone, intern Greg, call out from across the room. Researcher Dr. Firebug?
Yeah. Come in. Okay. We, scuttles on over.
Yeah, sorry to bother you, sir, but you were heading the looks at the page again, or looks at his monitor again. SCP 11211, right?
Yeah.
I think there's something you might want to see, actually, Doctor.
We looks on over.
And we can see, as he describes as well, you can see that the room looks a bit different. The room itself is the same. Specs is normal, 120 by 120. Some of the cities, though, of each of the Tory armies have gotten a little bigger, a little more almost techy, you would say, but still within the same confines. What really pulls your eye the most, though, is the city in the center. It's gone through its share of beatings. It's a war zone, of course. One thing it sports now from Castle's last expedition there, though, is a lot of almost as if there's a huge crevasse, a huge tear in the ground. Running through and along the city and sometimes sparking off of it at different points. But even that isn't surprising. That just what was reported last time. What is surprising, though, is things that don't look like they're made of plastic.
Oh.
That seem to be set up around the city. They're very small, and they look like small black bricks cobbled together with other small black bricks. You don't understand. It's not like they're a Lego or anything like that, even though it almost looks like Lego. But it looks like it almost looks like if you were to play a video game and there were to be like a graphic glitch where one object kind of spawns into another object.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like that, except it's uniform at the same time. Different areas have different amounts, though they do seem to be leaning a bit towards the not the I think it's the I gotta scroll down. It does seem to be leaning towards the actually it is the red side. It seems to be leaning towards the reds.
All right.
It has more of these black boxes than the others. And then you see the black box, one of the black boxes from the green side, fire a black box that's even smaller at one of the plastic-looking buildings. Looks like a skyscraper, except it probably only really reaches up to your ankle.
Well, to them, that's pretty tall.
Exactly. Not the tallest city not the tallest building in the city, but certainly one of the taller ones. And you see that black box for the first time ever. Damage wasn't really seen, other than major changes like that, with those holes opening up. But like when plastic soldiers moved around and they shot at each other, you saw just like it was very tiny, it wasn't very like visual effecty or explosive or anything like that. But this is the first time where you see this entire plastic structure actually blow up as if it was a
Nice.
real explosion. And you do see shrapnel actually stick into the walls of the site of the cell, and one actually hits and strikes the camera, taking it out. Of course, there's more than one camera, but only one has one of the three have gone out now.
Oh no.
They're evolving.
We just, frowns a bit.
I don't. I'm sorry, sir. I don't know what's happening. Should is this an emergency?
I wouldn't call it an emergency, but it is most certainly a development. A very big development.
Another thing you also see, I won't make you roll for this. I was going to make you roll, but I won't make you roll for this.
Okay.
Some of the plastic toy soldiers have these same black boxes in place of some of their limbs.
Are they upgrading to cyberpunk down there?
Oh my god.
I think I'm going to make a phone call to Dr. Diablo, because he's been the one dealing with them mostly.
I thought it says on the paperwork, sir, that you're, never mind. Sorry, sir.
Oh no, it's okay, it's okay. Good work. Just keep on monitoring stuff. Good job, intern. And then he looks at his badge for his name, because we doesn't know his name.
Yep. It says, Greg on it.
Good job, intern Greg.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Man, intern Greg isn't gonna live long.
Probably not.
His name's intern Greg. That's like a red shirt.
He survived since the beginning of the campaign so far.
Oh yeah, intern Greg, you teach it to him.
Yeah, I only got beat up once.
That's my baby boy right there.
And thrown down the stairs how many times?
Mm-hmm. So you call Castle in then?
Yeah, I'll call Castle.
Castle, you get a call.
Dr. Diablo speaking.
Hello, Dr. Diablo. It is
Wait.
Dr. Firebug. It is Dr. Firebug. So, you know how you've been dealing with the little army men for a little while?
Yeah, SCP. One second, I'm trying to remember.
Yes,
You
yes.
hear papers?
I know.
1121. Yes.
I know what they're called, yes. So, like, deep intake of breath from Kui as, as the waterworks begin, as he then says, so, they're now shooting not Lego blocks at each other.
You mean
And
guns?
they're actually, no, I mean, like, it's something new. There's these black boxes everywhere. And they are actually causing legitimate damage to the cell.
Okay.
Like, I witnessed them shoot one, and an entire building blew up. Like, an actual explosion, not just where they would shoot something, then something would happen. No, these are actual explosions.
So it's more manifested than it was before.
Yes. Also,
Also,
okay, so-
Castle. Before you continue, Castle, you can roll a perception.
Okay.
You guys in the science room can hear this already, but Castle, you can roll a perception.
I do have a question. Like, before we couldn't hear the gunfire, before it was just there.
It was like watching a kid put an army man beside another army man, and then
Pew, pew, right?
yeah, and then you would have to make the sound effects, and then you'd watch
Okay.
one of them like it looks like one of them gets like flicked over onto the ground essentially.
Okay.
Yeah, Nigel, not Nigel.
How
Castle.
dare you?
You rolled as Nigel.
I didn't know. I'm sorry.
You can actually hear faint gunfire.
Huh.
And
Well, I mean, to be fair, I always heard gunfire anyway because I've been down there.
Yeah, but this one's real.
it's also
real.
audible now.
So I'm assuming you want me to go down there and check it out.
Well, if you're gonna go down, I'm not doing anything. I can also come with because this seems to be a bit, well, important.
Alright, well, to clarify, you want to inspect it from a scientist position or on the field? Those are two very different things.
I think we need to do it on the field. Because to me, it just looks like a bunch of plastic with some not plastic. You know how like Mega Blocks look different than Lego blocks? That's kind of how it is, where like everything's made out of Lego blocks, but now they've added Mega Blocks to it too.
Do you
It
have
looks
a camera on it still?
We have 3 of them, but one of them is broken.
Am I able to come down and take a look at it?
Yes.
You're in Euclid lab, correct?
Yep.
Okay. He hangs up.
Well, he could at least said bye. He hangs up on his end.
Arabella and Spine. You can also hear this. Probably, if you strain your ears enough, you can probably overhear the conversation. But you can definitely hear the gunfire.
All right.
Castle makes his way over to Euclid lab.
On that room.
What did we say?
Say again, Ra. Is there any way to increase soundproofing on that room?
Well, probably. Hui shouts from across the lab.
We'll never have the budget. Like he literally looks at, like, he puts on little tiny glasses, pulls out a calculator, and it's literally just like, we don't have the budget. Then throws the calculator away.
Of course not. Arabella she's not looking at from her work. She just nods sagely, sort of thing. Like,
Castle will make his way over from his office. Kind of just rubbing at his temples like he has so many appointments and this is gonna push it all back. Oh boy.
Hui comes over to Castle. Oh, just come over here. Just, push your way through a bit. Yeah, right over here.
Everyone kind of moves out of the way.
Yeah, so
Vulture now looms over your shoulders.
that's okay.
Makes room so Vulture can see the screen easier.
He nods and thanks.
What am I looking at here then?
You're looking at the screen. Hui brings up the screen that shows, the room, but rolls it back a bit to the point before everything got blown up.
And to me, Jordan, everything looks real, right? Because that's how it was for Castle ever since he went in, correct?
No. Still looks like a plastic thing, but once you look at it, your little mini map.
Mm-hmm.
Not in the corner of your eyes, but on the corner of like the city. You see like a little mini map, as if if you were looking at it top down, it looked like it does in your eye.
Okay.
And you see your people's stats, your gray homies, your children, patriarch.
How are they doing?
Their food is at 0.
Oh, jeez.
Their materials is at 0. Almost everything's at 0. You have 1 population.
That's what it was at before, wasn't it?
It was up before. No. Before, like literally the amount of, not manpower, like the amount of people you have in your army, quote unquote army, is 1 person.
Oh, Jesus.
You haven't been keeping them stocked. This is all your fault.
You don't know why. I assume Castle makes regular checks
Yeah.
every so often just to look.
He doesn't
Yeah, no,
just leave them. AWOL.
Yeah, no. Out of nowhere, it's one.
His eyebrows go. Oh.
And you
Yeah,
can
see,
see.
it's a pretty big problem.
Yeah.
Hui says not knowing why Castle is going. Ooh.
Alright, yeah, I'll need to head in there. The black blocks just look like black blocks to me.
Yes, it
Okay.
does. But they do show up as on your mini map as well as big black blocks, but in different colors than black.
I'm assuming the primary colors of the different ones.
Yes.
He will go ahead then, and while Hui is kind of showing it, he's gonna just drag over a piece of paper, grab a couple pens of different colors, and just sketch out which ones. So he kind of draws the really basic layout of the city, and then he draws out where the black boxes are, and then scribbles in the different colors with the closest, kind of. So he'll use a highlighter for yellow and like a Sharpie and things like that.
Easy enough.
And then he'll slide that over to Firebug. They belong to different factions.
Well, doesn't explain why they've suddenly appeared. Oh. So how do you know they belong to different factions again? You're able. Oh, yeah, right. Does we know that Castle's able to see the stuff?
Yeah, he does have to give you a report. You're still.
Yeah.
Your name is still.
Oh, right,
essentially,
so
because
then-
how you did it, you worded it, or how you wanted that. Is that you pretty much you didn't let Castle take over. You're like, Castle, can you investigate this for me? So technically speaking, his name's on the paperwork somewhere, but you're still the head in charge of it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, which is kind of funny because we thought he fully gave it over to Castle, but he's just playing off like, oh yes, I totally meant for this to happen.
Castle is not a prideful man. He doesn't care.
All right.
Yes. Vulture says, you will have to investigate them
He nods.
before something worse happens.
It already has.
The base isn't on fire.
Well, not our base, anyway.
We just follows Castle out.
Along with that, you guys begin to see little plumes of smoke, colored green, or red, or yellow, or blue. Sprinkle about every so often where fighting is happening.
Does it just look like those are signal smoke?
Nope, it looks like gas of some sort.
Oh,
Bring a
nice.
gas mask.
All right.
You're not sure. But little plumes.
Dr. Firebug, it says my standing as a doctor that I wouldn't advise you come in with me if you're planning on going ground level.
I don't know if you caught it,
He
Brave.
says-
You said why.
He said, "Why is that?"
Because it's warfare. He just looks over his shoulder very plainly. You'll get shot. He doesn't say that, but that's the look he's giving.
Well, that's why we have, some protection for ourselves.
Yes, unfortunately, I'd have to say this requires an actual expedition since damage is, for the first time, actually happening to the cell.
Nods.
This might require a... No matter. He stops himself.
Oh, please continue.
I'll continue along with protocol at the very least. A security team will be sent with you to keep you safe. I suggest you take experts in figuring out what this new, well, whatever this stuff is now.
He nods.
Hui looks to you, Castle, and says, Is there anything they respect, like, so that they don't just immediately shoot us? Like, I know in some real world wars, people don't normally shoot oppressed people.
Anyone
They
who's going in shouldn't be wearing any colors whatsoever.
Well, it's a good thing most of the Foundation's black or white.
Bringing a weapon could work. Try to remain relatively nonviolent if you can help it. Currently, any individuals from the Foundation are considered unaligned. The moment we take a side with any of the armies is the moment that we're going to compromise our position.
I would suggest you, Castle, Arabella. Oh, sorry, no, Dr. Victoria.
She
And-
just like, huh? Like she was
And-
listening, but now she's what?
And Dr. Spy.
What?
Everyone on that side, huh? Then Hodak, huh?
Slow turns.
Identical slow turn.
Looks at Arabella. Looks
Feel
at
like
Vulture.
I feel like I might have misheard that. Could someone please repeat?
Can you explain your suggestions, please, Vulture?
Well, Dr. Firebug has to go because he is the main scientist, and as with protocol on any stationed expedition, one has to be on. The head doctor has to be on site. So, he has to go,
Right.
whether he likes it or not.
I was going to go anyway, sir, but thank you for a vote of confidence. Hui says with a smile and a thumbs up.
He nods.
That wasn't a vote of confidence, but Hui's taking it as a bet.
Dr. Nephilim is a mechanical engineer. And judging by the augmentations made to some of the smaller figures, he says not exactly sure exactly what to call them, but he calls them figures or figurines. Understanding, identifying, and deassembling and examining each part would come in handy. And that seems like a cybernetic sort of thing, with
Yeah.
how they're using it. And Dr. Spine is quite the chemist with an understanding of plant life and other such things, especially with her work during the siege.
Ah! Keeps like, she's just like quite faint noise.
Understanding each of those gases might be, well, would have to have everything on the ground, as one would say. Time is exactly not of our essence, apparently.
Between us, I think we also have shared medical knowledge, chemistry knowledge, biotechnology, mechanical engineering. But obviously, one person can't do all of that themselves, but she kind of like pauses, sort of taps her knee for a second, and then slowly stands with her cane. And she's like, how much time would I have to cut off my legs and reattach something more efficient, or are we just gonna go?
That is up to you. Either way,
That
this needs to be done before it turns into a problem.
That was a joke.
He says nothing.
Joke.
Like he does. He likes like the body language of of course, a joke. But like, he doesn't say
she gives him
this is-
a body language of a it's okay. It's a bad joke, don't worry.
Either way, that is my explanation.
Fair enough. I think that it would be helpful on the field. My main concern, with all due respect, Dr. Nephilim, is it is a high intensity situation in which running is pretty common.
I am well aware. That was my only worry. That I would hold people back.
Do we have any equipment available that'd be able to aid that situation?
Any what, sorry?
Equipment.
With speed.
Specifically for Dr. Nephilim.
I suppose we could see if it shrinks a moped.
She just looks at him, and then she's just like,
Never change, Walter, never change.
I'm sure that would kill me a lot faster than the combined forces of all the armies.
Well, then I suppose that trip to Ultia, then, if Arabella is not, he wouldn't say prejudice, isn't, what's the right word for against, but
Opposed?
more
I know what you mean.
professional.
Opposed.
Opposed, thank you, thank you.
I got you.
Isn't opposed to SCP healing.
Of course not. Healing is healing.
Well then,
I'm sure you can't just strap me to the back of Agent Cadwell. That is also a joke. I will do what I must.
he looks like he's about to, he gets halfway through, he's on mitt, and then he stops. And he says it's a joke.
Keepsake was also halfway through saying he's on it.
She just puts up a hand like, it's okay. My jokes are terrible, I understand. That sort of thing.
I mean, I'm not quite as fast, but I would say that I'm rather strong. If you wouldn't mind.
I'm pretty sure the combined weight of the two. Never mind.
I beg
She
your
just
pardon?
shuts up and starts slowly walking. She was going to make a dirty joke. She's not going to.
Okay, she just looks at you utterly confused.
She just walks out with grace. And is austerity a word? Is that sounds?
Yeah, grace and posterity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Halfway through you walking out, you can hear a Rylan go, I thought they were pretty good.
Thank you, Rylan.
Yeah.
Beautiful boy.
And she slowly walks out.
Okay.
Castle will nod at Hui and Keepsake and then head out to see if he's able to secure means in which to get everyone proper equipment.
Keepsake turns back to her work. Keepsake realizes suddenly, turns around to Hordak. Wait, I'm going into an active war zone.
You're gonna want to push back your schedule a couple of days. Every hour and there's a day out here.
Well, it's a good thing that it's a good thing that I already did my work. Looks around the lab. Does anyone want to take care of my plants while I'm gone?
You just hear Arabella on the way up. Rylan will do it.
Ah!
Rylan gets told what to do.
Never mind.
Well, I survived my res comp. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye, bitch.
What risk comp?
Res comp for the fact that she is she's taking this very well on the outside.
Oh,
Molly and-
hey, Arabella.
Mm.
Well, here it comes.
Can't escape.
No, she can't. She can only walk like a quarter of her speed. What do you want?
For success, empathy.
Hey,
Hi.
Hey.
Hey.
give me a second. Unless you're doing that one. No, it's too late. You're out in the hallway. It's a scene change. Doing this again.
What?
Fuck off.
No.
I got 5.
Alright. I'll never know.
You'll never know.
Unless he willpower rerolls, but I think he's gonna save his willpower.
Yeah, you might want to do that.
Yeah, he's not planning on doing it. It's not as important.
Arabella's very... Yeah, you can't read.
I imagine Armory would be where one wants to head to get all the stuff prepared and all that, so... Guess we'll go wherever he needs to go to get that all those ducks in a row.
Nods to these bitches. She'll need an hour to get there back.
Why haven't we gotten one of those like fake hoverboards for Arabella yet to just roll around with?
You know she'll fall off. Do you not understand how lame she is? She can barely stand. You put her on one of those,
we should just get her a
fucking
Segway.
drop. She'll still drop because that requires having some leg strength.
Then we should get her a Segway.
Oh, I made it to the door.
So while Dami walks, I'm gonna go put away my dishes.
Oh my god.
Those
Why are you
boots were
moving?
made for walking.
Oh. You're rounding them up. Hey, bring in Sergeant KKK, whatever the fuck he is. He might get shot.
Why do you want Sergeant KKK?
That is
just said
such an
why.
unfortunate name.
Yeah, he might get shot. Let's bring him with.
Is he
some
called
people-
Sergeant KKK because he's actively
No,
racist?
I can't remember where I put him.
Yeah, you moved him because you didn't want him near Leech, I think, at one point.
I can't remember. Private Clan or whatever. Sergeant
Yeah,
Clan.
a little plan.
Oh wait, no, I found him. He's over here, I think. No, it's Kane, not Clan.
I think you just got rid of him.
He got deleted. I think I deleted people when the siege happened. He's
Yeah. It was for
I
the
don't-
best.
He got Romero'd.
Leech isn't sad about that one.
he's around still somewhere.
Oh no, you removed him because Arabella walked past, and that dude's racist. You're like, I'm not letting you talk to him.
You're not allowed to talk to him.
Oh, she made it. Alright.
So you get to Altia's area.
Yeah.
She's around. She's here.
She's working? Or is she still...
She is looking through data and writing down some things, it seems.
Alright.
She waves at you as you enter.
Arabella gives her a wave and walks over.
Let me get her theme music on. 'Cause you know she's a gentle soul. Who gives a shit about gunfire when you have the goddess of bone?
Alright. Alright.
I can't actually find it.
That's okay. I have it.
I also have it. Give me a sec, you piece of shit. You're not allowed to you're not allowed to upstage me. I found it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, you go and talk to Altia. She waves and sees you approach and says, "Hello, Doctor.
Hello.
Come to talk."
Because I have been assigned a mission that is rather dangerous. And I was told to come and visit you.
I see. What about? A checkup?
I am assuming the use of my legs will be very useful on this mission. However, I will not ask you for anything if it will put you to harm.
I can do anything if it involves a flash, Doctor. Would you like for me to fix it?
It would be ideal.
But is it something you want? Maybe it's just.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Reroll.
Wow. Alright.
Wowzers.
She does not beat you.
Alright.
Say, damn it.
No, I said, alright, let me roll my morality real quick. That's
yes.
just some selfish thoughts coming up.
Just selfish thought.
Uh,
Fail finally, you piece of shit.
No, she's good. She sort of recomposes herself a little bit. I mean, she was already composed, but since she's recomposing, it's kind of like, oh, I missed something. And she smiles and she just says, I am unsure.
You're unsure.
I suppose it would feel like losing a part of myself, but then I got this way by losing a part of myself. So I am unsure.
I see. Well,
However, it is not me who gets to choose when this would put others in danger. It is a necessity.
you always.
Not always. She smiles.
Oh, she smiles.
Mm. Well, she will sit somewhere.
Hmm?
She will sit.
Okay. She looks at you. Doesn't make a move or anything, but does reach over.
She what?
Reaches over and paps your hand. Just
Arabella
comfort,
looks up.
just comfortably.
Alright. I need to help them.
So,
It's an active war zone, Dr. Altia.
that is true. That does not mean you must thrust yourself into danger in dangerous situations.
And what if the situation calls for a little bit of speed? Running away from something.
Are those that I know for a fact would be willing to keep you from danger.
Sorry, say that again.
There are some people I know for a fact would be willing to carry you away from danger.
And I do not think I could live with the fact that someone might be hurt carrying me when it could be avoided.
I'm not going to tell you what the right decision and the wrong decision is, Doctor.
I know.
Just that there is choice. There is chance. The possibility of getting into a situation like that, or the possibility of not.
And I do not wish to leave it to chance. I would appreciate if you could help me, Dr. Altia.
Of course, Doctor.
Thank you.
She nods. Takes your hand,
Mm-hmm.
and you feel that tingle. Feel some nerves firing off in your leg, bit by bit. For it, everything feels different, but a familiar different.
Mm.
You have your legs back.
Alright.
Alcia, of course, sits down for this.
Hmm?
Althea sat down while she was doing that.
Yeah. Can I empathy her?
Sure.
Alright. 5.
Well then. You see some concern. Not over if you made a decision or not, or over what happened. But you see that she really wants this to be a choice that you made for something you wanted. Not because it was expected or anything like that.
Alright. She kind of gives her an apologetic look because she didn't want to make Altia do something that she wouldn't have wanted to do, because obviously Altia cares about the choices that people have to make. And this isn't a choice that Arabella has made for herself, because that would be selfish.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And she just squeezes her hand a little bit. And thank you, Dr. Altian.
Of course. Good luck and stay safe.
And you as well. And she stands. And she still has her cane, because that's obviously what she is used to. And she walks out with the cane, still walking with it, but not. I guess she does limp a little bit, because she doesn't know how much pressure she can put on her legs, even though they're technically fine. So it'll be psychological for a bit. And she walks out.
All right then. There you are.
I just got Jesused.
You did just get Jesus. God is a woman.
Exactly. These bastards over here are just like, Dr. Nephilim's walking a little faster. But not
Eric.
that much.
Yeah, that much faster.
She had like a 5% speed increase.
So she's still being careful, but she walks back in and sits down and waits at her desk, I guess, to be told what to do or whatever. She'll go do that.
We love you, Arabella.
She loves you too.
Cry.
Keeps
That's what she said to God, and we know that's a lie.
Listen,
Keeps it gives a concerned look.
Arabella smiles back.
She doesn't have the empathy to know that something's off.
I got punished for my bad joke.
What was your
My
bad
just-
joke?
Just had to just randomly cut off before I could say it. I was gonna say some people look off from the sideline and say, "See, I told you Ryan was that good," but halfway through that, it got cut off.
Oh my god!
God. Wait, I don't understand. Because I'm getting like the opposite. Or
You
if
fucked your
Riley's
leg to
really
life.
good. Wait, what?
You fucked your leg to life.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I was expecting the Vinny reaction, but that's the opposite. You'll fuck your leg broken.
Oh my god.
He'll smash. Wolf knows.
Hulk time.
Wolf knows, and so does a poor old lady on an airliner somewhere. She's probably dead. Anyway, continue.
Of course.
Please continue.
Your
continue.
team may assemble when ready.
What stuff are we able to take with us? And I can't remember how much inventory space we have.
You can take body armor, not the like the ballistic vest. Sorry.
Okay.
I believe it's 2-3. I think.
2-3.
I believe so. 2 general, 3 firearms. And you can take a sidearm
Gotcha.
and pretty much anything else.
What medkits are? What was the really nice medkit I had last time I came in?
The super big one.
Yeah, the one that saved my life.
Yeah, that was the one that gives you. It gives you 5 uses.
How much? It took.
It takes up 2 slots,
Okay.
and it essentially comes like it's like a medical tent. Essentially, you get to use you can use your dex, or your wits if you want.
Mm-hmm.
And you can fix a lot more damage with it than usual.
Do we want Keepsake to also bring one of those? Castle?
If you want to, otherwise, just carrying other medkits on hand will be handy. Let's see here. So 3 clips of ammo.
She'll carry a normal medkit then.
And it's how much per clip? 17.
Let me story page. I'll bring the signal tracker / anti-jammer.
Woo!
How much inventory space do we have again?
I'm pretty sure we get like 1 or 2 less because we don't have MTF armor.
Mm.
So whatever MTF is,
We got
minus
8
2.
yeah, so 6.
No, yeah.
6? Is that include? Do you add strength or anything, or?
No, it's just we changed it to the flat thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Inventory, what do we got in here? We should probably bring like gas masks. or
Yeah,
something.
because our armor, the ballistics doesn't come with it. I don't think.
Yeah.
You guys want to bring scientist kits as well?
Yes. I was gonna ask like what kind of kits can I bring?
You know what? I don't need a communicator.
Famous last words.
Aren't those a free? Aren't those free?
Oh right,
Those are free
yeah.
with your
yeah. So what different kind of scientist kits are there?
There's just one flat-out scientist kit. You can specialize it for a certain thing if you want. I'll give you +2 dice for it when you're using it in that way, but -2 for if you're not.
So if we're specializing it, like
such as I want a scientist kit that is just for examining gases and poisons or whatever.
okay,
I'll bring one for chemistry then.
I'll take just a regular one, and then you can specialize in like your engineering or mechanical stuff. And then I'll just have a regular one, so that we got all of our stuff based. Rations, yeah, that's important.
Mm-hmm.
what is the regular one? It's just -2 for everything.
Regular all-around one gives
Yeah.
you a +3
+3 to everything.
to rolls to. It's not going to be as in depth. Not like super in depth, but you'll get a +3 to everything. If you want a specialized one, that means you'll get a +5 in something, but a minus or a +1 in everything else.
So I can have the generic kit, and then Keepsake has her chemistry kit. I mean, you can get a specialized one if you want, Tommy.
Alright. I'm gonna assume that crosses don't take up inventory space. I'm gonna put that in the miscellaneous.
No, they don't.
We're not gonna
That
get
no
too
shiny.
Jesus in here.
How much? So how much
Big fucking
is
crowd.
for pistol ammunition? So 3 would be clips, right? So it's 3 clip sizes.
Yep.
Cool.
You
That's just
fucking
one.
imagine Arabella carrying like that giant Jesus cross.
Yeah.
God, those
She's
are
ready.
they're actually really light.
Oh god.
They weren't during the Crusade.
Yeah, no,
Fucking what?
they have a real one. You can carry the real one, which are like painstakingly heavy.
That took 11 people to carry, and they all
Alright.
died.
Is someone able to, or does the first aid kit have things to deal with putting people out as far as fire goes?
As far as fire goes, no.
Yeah, okay, because that's kind of something I want to bring.
Like a fire extinguisher.
A small one. Last time I was here, I literally watched someone on fire. So
You did.
You know what?
Someone burned to death.
yes,
I'm not going to bring that.
I'll take it. I'll drop the cell phone for it.
So we can. Is it 3 clip to a slot?
3 clips
Yeah.
to a slot.
Mini fire extinguisher would be 1 slot, right?
A mini fire extinguisher.
Yeah, because I imagine full fire extinguisher would be like 2. Those things are big.
Full one would definitely be 2. Mini one. Let's see. You
Bro.
can carry a gun as 1 slot, like a full M16 assault rifle. So I'd say 1 slot.
Cool.
I was about to say, like, I've worked with many fire extinguishers. We're fucking tiny, man. You can
I
like
know,
wear that
I'm
on your
just trying-
fucking belt and walk around like.
I
the
have a
shop.
yeah.
Oh my arrows.
A mini fire extinguisher is like the swag of the mechanic world. Okay. Also, how many rations do you get for 1 slot? Is that
You
a
get
week?
a week's worth, 1 slot.
I'm giving up my Bowie knife so I can have rations.
Actually, sorry, you get like 5 meals worth. I should say.
Okay, 5.
Alright.
So like in a survival situation, if you're eating 1 meal a day, you get a week.
Oh,
But that's like a 2,000 calorie meal for
yeah.
1.
Oh shit! I'm carrying 1 thing too many. Fuck.
It's a good thing that I have iron stamina.
Are we allowed? Because we only get 1 weapon, and an additional weapon is another slot, right?
A weapon takes up a slot. Your weapon can have an attachment on it for free. 1 free attachment.
So we have.
So if you want a pistol, that takes up a slot. But if you want a pistol with a silencer, that just takes up 1 slot.
But like
You're to add.
we have
Sorry,
what?
continue.
what I'm asking is, so we have 6 slots total. That's including weapons.
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to rework this then. So I need to get rid of 2.
Do you think we're gonna need the tracker?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll take. I'll take that just in case.
Honestly, it's one of those things that can't hurt to have.
When we have so little equipment
I mean,
slots.
the other thing is that didn't Castle experience communication
No,
problem?
I was actually
Well-
able to communicate, I believe. It's just whatever I send out looks hella glitchy. But I took a bunch of
Okay.
pictures, and they went through, which is why I wanted to keep my phone
Oh,
on me.
Yeah.
You know
It goes
what?
through, but no one can understand you.
Yeah,
Then-
you
For
wanna be
documentation
able to carry that
purposes, it's
tracker?
very helpful.
Why
'Cause
not?
that's size 3.
But it's
It went up in a size because
it went
got
up in a
combined.
slice. Okay.
Yeah, it got combined with the other one.
Okay.
And now it's bigger.
Okay.
So
So,
it's not size 1, it's size 3.
What am I
but
willing
isn't
to
size 3 actually size 2 for item stuff,
It's
or
No,
is
no.
it size for the items?
That size thing for there, it's not. That's directly slots.
yeah,
Jesus. Okay.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
big.
One of the security personnel's
4,
gonna
5,
have to hold on to that.
6.
You got their own shit. Get out of here.
I
No,
need.
if you order them to take something, they'll get rid of something that they have.
Am I okay to just have one of them bring the mini fire extinguisher then? Because I don't have room for it.
Do you want one of them to bring the mini fire extinguisher, or do you want them to bring one of the big fire extinguishers?
You know what? Fuck it. Bring a big fire extinguisher. Why the hell not?
All right.
So very important question, guys.
How many sources?
It's gonna take up 3 fucking slots.
Don't bring it. There's no
Don't bring it.
communication is.
Okay.
Castle will tell you communication is not a big part of this in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then, well, looks like I have 1 free slot left. Do I want to bring another med kit? Oh no. Okay. All 3 have med kits, so I'm not gonna bring another med kit.
Do you want to
Yeah,
bring
is
him?
the scientist kit 1 slot?
Yes.
Okay.
Survival kit, maybe?
How big is a survival kit, Jordan?
There's 1 slot, unless you want extra items in it. Then it becomes 2 slots.
All right. I'll bring survival kit then. What's all in it again?
So
Just
the
basic
survival
supplies, right?
basic supplies, as in it gives you +3 on survival based rolls.
Okay, awesome.
Before we go in, I'm gonna spend
If
some
you want-
EXP I'm sitting on, just as heads up.
If
Same.
you want to give you items, you can upgrade it to 2 slots, and you get actual items that are usable in different situations with it.
Okay.
God, can't believe I'm carrying actual ammo. Arabella. Just like, I'm a healer, but
You know what? No, I don't need to upgrade we.
it's because usually Leech doesn't carry ammo because he's got 30 bullets and he doesn't use his gun really often at all. And if he does, he gives it to someone else. But Arabella's like, I have a gun that shoots 6 bullets. I need ammo just in case.
Alright, I'm gonna up stuff here because it's important.
Keeps already goblins after me. But she
I
has
guess-
to bring. Oh fuck me. Is her cane? Her cane counts as a slot, even if she's just walking with it. Or
I
is
would
that
assume
that's
so.
Your cane?
yes.
Yes, that'll take a slot.
Buy ammo. I'm a woman of Jesus,
Uh,
and I can't get rid of that cane. It's my special item. Prized possession. Fucking Christ.
yeah.
Remind me, going from 4 to 5 is only doubled if it's an attribute, correct?
If it's yeah.
Okay.
I can't justify up and keep 6 stealth. Actually, wait, I can!
You're literally going on
Ah,
a stealth
yes.
mission. What do you mean you can't justify it?
No, as in her character.
Sneaking out of Cadwell's room at night? Yeah, you can
she
justify
doesn't
it.
out of his fucking room. Excuse you.
Alright.
So you just, wear that shape.
No.
I'll have you know I don't have a room. He said.
Oh, so it's him sneaking out of your room.
Okay, we're sneaking him to your room then. There we
She
go.
doesn't
Yeah,
sneak into
my-
her room.
My goodness.
You fuck in the bathroom?
He's
Wait,
sick.
What?
Where are y'all fucking?
Yeah, where are you fucking been?
Did you guys fuck in the bathroom? I was like, but that's our place.
Oh my god!
That's our special place.
Our special place.
oh my god.
Alright, so survival up to 4. For we and brawl.
Canteen?
20.
Surgery room?
Oh,
What?
also,
Surgery room.
Huh?
also, freaking, my boy, Castle.
Yo.
Comes up to you and it's like, do you want an extra hand?
Aww.
Right, he did explicitly say for Arabella to not go into dangerous situations.
Yeah,
That's-
considering he died, I don't blame him.
He's good at running.
I know, but I think Castle is apprehensive because him and Arabella on the same team is a conflict of interest.
It's a good Phoenix.
They're very loyal.
I
There is
I
a
have great-
conflict.
have great medical knowledge. I could do it all. I could sing. I could dance. He didn't say that part, but he gives you like his whole like. It's like the scene of a movie where it's like the young kid that's just like, but I can do it all.
I'm gonna throw an empathy on my boy here.
Let
5
him roll
successes.
persuasion.
Let him roll persuasion.
5 successes empathy on my boy here.
Alright,
How
you look
sure
deep.
how sure in your credentials are you, Rylan? How sure?
You look deep into this boy's credentials, and you see it's his ID. His ID picture looks at you and gives you a middle finger.
Have you seen this boy run, Bree?
I don't doubt his running skills.
My god. What was he singing? Like fucking Sweet Home Alabama? I don't know what he was singing, but he was running. He was going.
It was Country Roads.
This bitch could
Country
outrun the Leo
road.
Panthera. That shit's fast.
Take me home to a place of the Lord.
Hey, Jordan.
Alabama.
Can I get
Is this what I think? Is this what I think it's gonna be? Are you gonna use what I think you're gonna use? What do you want? What's going on?
No, wow. First of all, please put the gun down, buddy.
You know I gotta have this ready, Bree. For any of
Uh,
you really uppity shits trying to overthrow me.
And second of all, I just want to get EXP for the comic I posted earlier, so I have enough to spend my EXP because
Oh
I'm
my
literally
God.
3
Yes. Yes, I shoot you.
Thanks.
Let me go back. Hold on. I haven't given people EXP in a while. Again, you guys, if you have art and you're posting it, just put it in a big old fucking folder when you want to get that sweet dump of EXP.
I already did.
I have been. I just haven't posted it yet because there was other stuff I was sitting on that I was too lazy
Of
to
course.
just move it over.
So your last comic,
Oh my god.
Yeah, just the
the castle one,
yeah, the gay as shit one.
I give you 8 for that.
Thank you.
I immediately forgot that I wrote this. Oh my god. I was like,
Did.
someone
There's a lot
wrote
there.
something?
Yeah, you did.
I know.
It was pretty inspiring.
Oh. What does that mean?
It means Evan's new song is Steven Universe's, I think I need a little change.
I'm sorry, what?
I think I need a little change.
What does?
The Steven Universe song. Evan.
Oh?
I said, yeah, I said it means that his new theme song is now I need a little change.
I'm scared. Is that
I-
good?
Yeah, you influenced the change, now.
I'm sorry. I
know you're freaking out. It's fine. I was joking because I said it was inspiring, and the main line of that song is that there's a whole new way, or something, admiring all the ways that you're inspiring. Hey, listen to the song again now.
So it's a cute. Okay, is that good?
I'll put it in fucking theme so you can listen to it.
Cool.
As everyone's doing ammo and stuff. It didn't literally change. I alluded to that.
Oh, okay.
God, immediately. What? Something's wrong.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
scared.
I'm level 50.
I'm always scared.
Alright, I got my fucking stats updated.
Cool.
I'm level 15, guys.
What?
Plug DJ. I'm level 15.
Oh, congratulations.
you got there.
Thank you.
Congrats. I'm at 62% of the way there, actually. Getting it leveled up.
There we
Level 17, here I come.
You're already level 17.
No, am I?
Yeah.
Level 18, here I come.
You fool.
I thought I was supposed to be really excited because Donnie was on the same level as me. Who's ready? Who's
Wait,
not?
what level am I on?
16.
16.
What does that mean?
On Plug DJ.
Oh,
What does that mean?
Donnie's just freaking out tonight.
I'm sorry. I'm
Okay.
so prone to panics right now.
It's okay. It's okay. We're here for you.
I don't even know what this fucking song means, man. I don't even remember hearing it.
So does this Ryland get his fucking shot at being a hero? I promise I'll be a good boy. Oh wait, hold on. Let me go get a Steam song.
Bro, persuasion.
Hold on.
Gotta convince the big hardened therapist. Get him. Convince me.
Think about it. We could save more people. And take more gamble.
Mm,
It is a game with you. Or are you going to relinquish your gambling privileges?
Yeah, that's been a while.
The first gamble of the session, everybody. I should be playing Deal with the Devil. Damn it.
what is Ryland's fighting experience?
Running away.
He punches people sometimes.
Does he know how to use a gun?
He can. He's not the best at it.
But he's capable.
Yeah, most of his combat capabilities at the moment is his 2 robo hands.
I didn't even know he had robo hands.
Well,
Yeah,
he doesn't
they
have
got
regular hands.
blown off. And now they're like equipped with tasers and other things because Arabella was like, you will protect yourself, boy. What does he even have in his arms again?
Just the taser.
Just the taser.
And you switched it from it only being close range to it having range now.
Fuck.
It can shoot out. That's the last upgrade you can do it.
Castle will put him on hold for a bit and actually speak with Vulture to make sure that they can handle the weight of that many people on the science team leaving for a potentially extended
nods.
period of time. You
He
can?
nods.
Okay.
Looks like Cat will finally be able to do something, he says. Well, Cat's right beside him. Cat just cuts her eyes over at him like a cat.
Then he'll go ahead and give Ryland the okay.
Yes.
Pack your things, stay safe.
Yes, sir. Wait. I'm above you. He said it may move.
Castle just gives a knowing look like, not out there you are. And then just heads
There
out.
you are. It's always the young ones that go first.
You ready to earn your shadow, boy?
He's ready to earn his. He got his shadow a while ago. But I'm ready to get it back whenever.
He's ready to earn his shadow.
No one should be excited to earn this shadow.
Oh man.
The step wondering
If-
his
if-
shadow is pain.
If people would have, told Hui what Hui has done, Hui would totally own his shadow by now.
No one's told him. I don't
Yeah,
think
no
anyone
one will.
Sorry, what does he need to be told?
Firebrand might.
Killed a bunch of people.
What, Rylan?
Firebrand might. You
Yeah,
fucking
it's-
leave her alone.
And that will only make Hui more determined.
Anyway, your team may assemble at the bottom. Some of you may see some friendly faces, some faces you may have worked with before, others just faces you see in the hallway sometime. As your crack team of security members is Private Rook, Corporal Vlad, Corporal Knight, Private In, Private Eli,
you.
Staff Sergeant Hargrove, and of course, the one, the only, Second Lieutenant Paw.
There he is.
Fucking
lads.
fun!
Ah,
Pawn, the legend, the man that should be an MTF but is.
I thank you for the compliments. I just follow orders. He says, as humble as a hero. Looks up at the
This is the
narrator.
narration.
No, I really just only follow orders. What about?
Yeah.
What I got?
The foundation flag behind him as it's one of those advertisements for how great the,
It's like the beginning of-
security of Site 113 is.
It's like the beginning of Captain America when he's just doing the commercials and stuff. Only it's Pawn. And he's just like, guys, please.
Lieutenant Pod and his team report. You guys have command. They'll do what you say.
Nods.
Pawn ensures. Some people in the back are like, eh. Pawn looks back, and they each straighten up.
Then perish. That
He
was an order.
salutes.
Salutes. Shoots. Oh.
Do you say then perish?
No. Oh god.
In a setting reminiscent of Hold the Line, Pawn blows up smoke.
No.
No!
Honestly, I'm surprised Pawn didn't die.
Okay.
Where's Keepsake's token?
In the
That's all. That's the only one we're missing is Keepsake.
Keepsake?
We lost a good man to that whole
I'm dying.
of the line.
I thought that she was
We
going
lost
to
a
be
lot of
moved
people
by
to
someone
the line.
else.
No, we have to move ourselves.
This ain't no fucking charity.
Yeah,
At the
this
bottom,
ain't
yeah.
fucking shit.
But Charity was brought back.
Yeah.
Shoots Charity in the head.
He's still not here though.
And now, thank you for your service. You may move your characters wherever in the base. I have copied and assembled. No, don't. I mean, like back in the base, not the little.
Oh.
Don't worry, I got
back.
this. In doesn't go there. In goes over
Did
here.
me a confused.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Vlad.
You did Donald.
So, do we want to consider splitting into two teams?
I'm able to tell where fronts are. You might want to just stick with me.
Fair enough. We'd be able to cover more ground, though.
Someone in the background is just like, split the party. Go for it.
It's
Is it
just
that
like
fucker? No, he's not with us.
It's that fucker passes. I was like, splitting the party. Like, you were on this team. Oh, right. And he walks away.
and Hui just says, I have to agree with Dr. Diablo. Splitting the probably not a good idea.
She shrugs.
Like, it doesn't matter how much ground we cover, we're all dead.
Yeah, full of sunshine, aren't you?
He's being realistic.
Well, they have explosives and maybe gas bombs and stuff, so yeah.
Lighten up.
They will if you keep it up.
Okay, we got a gaggle of dots here.
Woo!
Alright, we are ready.
Little bitty cells, no?
I assume you all enter in.
Yes.
Eventually, you feel that familiar feeling, Castle. Feeling that's different for all of you. A blinking, a sudden blacking out, eventually, until you are miniatures. And the city around you is real.
Oh, well, worth at least 20 quid now, so it's fine.
I think you're worth a lot more than that.
I was talking about Warhammer, but you know.
Oh.
They're really expensive. I'm not in cash. Shut the fuck up.
How's everyone doing?
I'll mark some things. You guys can talk. I'll mark some things.
Still alive.
Do we all look at the silly fucking game hub, or is that just Castle?
That's just Castle.
We call it a silly hub, but that silly hub's gonna keep you alive, boy.
Your brother would just be like, I don't want a hub because if I do, it just confuse me. I don't play games.
Oh, that was Castle the first time he came in. He didn't play games, and he was just like, what the fuck?
These black squares are, of course, your things.
Am I able to tell what color they are coded to, or is it just in the regions? I can tell.
Within the regions, that's what their color is.
Okay.
There you go. Oh no, there are 7. 4 of them are within red territory.
Okay.
Man, but the Soviets are doing pretty.
They have a tendency to steal other people's technology.
Glory to Radonia!
Oh my god.
But what if everyone
greatest
stole
country.
their tech? Because look at all the stuff they have compared to everyone else.
You cut out for most of that, I'm sorry.
I said, look at what everyone else has compared to how much they have.
Yeah?
Nations did it first, and everyone stole it from them. Big font.
Alright, so the goal is to reiterate, the goal is to get to one of these squares and kind of examine it.
Yep, and also to establish what the hell's going on with the, the cyborg.
And any other side objectives you would like to do.
Okay.
So primary mission is investigate black thingamajig.
Mm-hmm.
Second thing, which is included with that, is investigate why some of the toy stones have black things on them.
The main objective is figure out what's happening and stop it.
Okay. Castle will probably go over the battle plan and kind of draw up for everyone what he's able to see. So, at any rate. Alright, so we got squares here, here. No, I'll go ahead and do here, 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 and here. In the center here, he draws a little circle. That's great territory. Previously, there was a civilization there that was neutral. However, something's happened, and I don't know what. I think it might have something to do with this. We might want to check it out.
Alright, so we can go to the nearest one if we can from there. I guess go straight to the Grey Territory.
I think that'll be our best bet.
There is also new info on your HUD.
Checks.
Do I keep on cutting out for everyone?
Yes.
No, we heard you.
Nope.
Or I heard you.
Same.
So it's just Bree that can't hear me.
It's cutting out for me so bad.
It's cutting out for me, but I mean, I can piece it together.
Yeah, I can piece it together, but it is definitely
Okay.
choppy.
Okay. Your new info is a new little tally called SCPs.
Oh.
You see Castle kind of looking ahead.
With
You can't see what he's
period,
looking
period,
at.
period in between the S and P and C.
His eyes kind of widen a little bit. Oh. I think I might have just figured out what they are.
Arabella's just waiting patiently, like.
It's
Eh?
saying, okay, if you've read the reports about this place previously, I can see statistics of this place, something about having been the first one to get put in this situation. I don't know. It's saying there's
Sounds familiar.
saying there's SCPs now, per faction. That wasn't there before.
Oh,
I think that might be what these are. We should get going.
I'll lead the way.
And we'll start heading and try and lead them. Try to avoid any oncoming squads and such that he sees.
Of course. Please roll.
What am I rolling here? 1-800?
Yes. And can you please where is your destination exactly?
We're heading for center.
Cool.
And we'll weave
Of course, as you're
as
traveling.
needed.
Yes. Or you do 100. And
Okay.
of course, as you're traveling, you've got yourself you gotta pass by that highway that that
Yes.
blew up with the gas line. You can see straight down to the Undercity
Right.
with it. You can see different bridges have been made, both on over top to go over such things, and within the hole that was created as well. Little tiny wooden causeways and tiny bridges connecting one large gap to another.
Hmm.
Some of them are well maintained, others are in shambles.
Okay.
And for the most part, you don't have any trouble until you come across one particular one. I'll move a little. Let's see here. I'll put your friend Pawn, where you guys are, on the map. You get good most of the way there until you reach this. Seems to be one of the largest gaps that you've seen. Let me quickly get draw for this. There's my. Excuse me. I'll use good old purple. Essentially, you've got yourself a. What the fuck is that? Right. All right then. Already having problems. I see.
Uh-oh.
Draw shape. Purple. Alright, yeah, I should put that in instead.
Look at Lieutenant Pond being our token.
Of course Lieutenant Pawns are token. What are you talking about?
You essentially have yourself a bridge overlooking one of the, of course, over top of one of the crevasses. It seems man-made very quickly, a lot of metal and a lot of interconnecting parts. It's a very quickly established bridge. You see some fortifications on it. You've seen some on others as well. This one looks particularly well fortified, but there's no fighting going around here. While you are closer to the front lines, there doesn't seem any fighting around where you are. But as you know, Castle, that doesn't exactly make you safe.
Mm-hmm.
At this bridge, you can see along the small fortifications little plumes of tan smoke kind of plume throughout the area, moving on not exactly a mind of their own. They have a path. They don't flow with the wind, it doesn't seem like. but they bob and weave almost randomly. Just not away from the bridge, though.
Mask on. Does it seem to be moving as if by wind, or like it's moving on its own?
It's moving on its own. Wind doesn't seem to be affecting.
Alright.
But it's in very thick plumes.
But yeah, he says, mask on.
He puts on the mask.
Arabella complies.
Keepsake basically already had hers on.
Does there seem to be any people or bodies surrounding this, or nearby
You guys
this?
you guys can roll perception. Three. 2. 3. Cool. Scientist team is consistent. Keepsake, you see some bodies here and there. People mostly shot and then been left. Castle, you see the bodies, but you also see actually an underway, a little very well hidden construction hatch. And if you kind of move over to look underneath the bridge, since you're like a little bit below it, you can see suspended catwalks underneath it.
Okay. And that's be under the bridge?
That would be going under the bridge, yes. And of course, down below you see little tiny man-made bridges and other stuff, much smaller than this, the size of this bridge. Definitely made for people and not, vehicles and equipment.
Does the gas seem to be entering those tunnels, or where does it primarily seem to be?
The gas seems to be strictly on the top of the bridge.
Okay.
Like on the roadway. Kind of ducking in between and moving through, in between destroyed tanks, between sandbags and other pieces of cover. Just kind of moving around. Making its way downtown. Walking fast.
Faces past and it's homebound.
Walking faster than Arabella.
We're gonna, at a glance, how's the structural integrity of the bridges built below? So, like the dipping under.
You can't tell from here. So unless you're moving through to investigate it further, cannot give you that. With your current perception, that is.
Castle would like to, and he'll say to the others, it's whatever that is sticking in the top layer. I don't know what it is, but I don't want to test it.
We were supposed to investigate the gas.
We can check it from below. It's not going under the bridge. There's plenty of cracks up on it, though, so you should be able to see it from where we are. We don't know what that does to human bodies. I certainly don't want to test it with you. And he's gonna go ahead and check the
Section area?
Yep.
Okay. So you move over there, you open up the door, makes kind of a loud, like, screeching of metal kind of noise.
Mm-hmm.
Like someone tried to jam it, but after something happened, who knows, but it's easily gives way. It's no longer a barricade anymore. And you're able to look underneath. You don't have to roll. You can see some rust here and there. Definitely not the worst, it doesn't seem like, but definitely not the best.
What am I rolling here?
If you really want to get in depth view on it, you're gonna need you're gonna do a little intelligence crafts, I'd say.
Okay.
Hold on a sec. Wrath, are you okay?
Yeah?
Alright. You got a cold?
Yeah, I've just been sniffling for some reason, I think.
Alright, cool.
3 successes.
3 successes. Yeah, it's definitely a bit rusty. Not the best. Definitely not something you would trust to go over on, like, if it was your first choice, if you had a choice.
Okay. Oh, go back. So it's that way, the main way where the gas is, and then what was the other options?
Of course, there's the stuff below. You can climb down. Try and climb.
Oh, that's what I was wanting to look into.
Climbing down?
Yeah, like below the crevices, and you said there's like some bridges that were built, like man-made,
Yeah.
below.
They seem okay. That's easy enough to see. They're very improvised. They don't look very official.
Mm-hmm.
Look like they were put together and maybe someone tried to destroy them. Though they have been fortified, so they look a bit better than the suspended catwalks. It's just a bit of a climb to get down there.
Okay.
So the structural integrity is doing well for itself, or is there any areas I can have a look just to see where we shouldn't step?
Where?
I don't know. It just doesn't sound.
For which path?
Crevice,
the,
I
the
think.
the one below with all the built stuff.
You'd have to get down there.
Alright, okay.
Looks back at the others. What's the call you? Do you want to look at the cloud up close and personal, or from distance? He says the researchers, since I'm just escorting them primarily.
Well, might as well. Well, from a distance and then get closer. That's not if that's not sufficient.
Alright.
What do you want to do then?
Castle will climb down. Because you're able to still look up from there, right?
You can
Yeah.
most likely look up. Yes.
Right. No, my point is that it runs. It's one of the deep cracks in the bridge, so you'd be able to look up and see like the smoke.
I don't think the bridge has deep cracks.
The bridges
it
do.
doesn't have crack.
Because that's where
The
they're
bridges-
the pipelines, right? Along the bridges.
No, that's the sorry, like the catwalks that are just hanging from underneath of it for construction.
Okay.
The actual like main bridge itself is metal. It's and fortified. It doesn't have. You wouldn't be able to see through the. You can see through the scaffold to the bridge, but you can't see through the bridge like to the sky.
And it's okay. So it's on the upper half of the bridge, so you wouldn't be able to see it from below.
Here, let me I'll draw it a little bit.
Yeah, because there's like 3 different bridges here, and they're all
So
being
you got the
described with
main.
the word bridge.
So the big
Here.
bridge is like solid, and the other ones aren't so solid. I think
Right.
that's what Jordan means.
This gray line, that's the main bridge, right?
Okay.
Below that, hanging and suspended from it, wind blows so often it sways, are hanging like scaffolding, like the same sort of scaffolding you'd see at like a feeder in the ceiling for like where the support lights would be, and if someone has to get up there to fix a light or remove one.
Okay. Okay.
Then way below that, below ground level, I'll use purple, are like little man-made tiny little bridges that connect this big gap that this bridge is going over.
Okay. And then cloud is like up here,
Clouds are up there, yes. They
and
are
he kind of does
close-
one of these.
thick and close to the ground.
Correct.
Sort. He doesn't like swoop down. He's ground level, or there are multiple of them, and they're ground level, and they just kind of float.
Okay, so they're like there.
Yeah, like that.
How
Okay.
big are they?
You would say it's a bit hard to tell from your distance, but with your perception, you would say anything from a meter squared, or about 3 feet squared.
Okay. Shall I have Keepsake go down then?
If we go below, we won't be able to observe it, but it's probably going to be safer.
Okay. She'll climb down there then.
Also, sorry.
Security.
Hold. Just so you guys know, I don't know. I just gotta make sure that this is proper. Of course, I want this bad. this counts as this. There we go. This counts as an encounter.
Mhm.
I had to get the tense music.
God.
Yeah, I think Castle will climb down with Keepsake then for the underlayer here.
And
Yep.
security. Well, she's just climbing to the bridge,
What's up?
right? Isn't she just climbing to the bridge and then to
No,
examine the bell?
we're from what I understand,
I can draw. Look, I'll get rid of this,
we're
and I
like
can add a ground.
we have a
level for
choice
you.
to go up, here, or there. We're like
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you guys. You're on ground level. You can gotta go up and over the actual bridge, and go up and through catwalk bridge, or you can climb down a far way to try and safely get to
mhm.
this. There is
And-
no like ladder down there. You're gonna be like full out, actually, like rock climbing down.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Well, Keepsake's then gonna have to go up and over to investigate this thing.
If you want to get that close look, yes.
Yeah.
we don't know what it is.
Yeah, but it's our job to find out. Actually,
Could ask people.
yeah, I was about to say, could we get a security member to like try and start getting close to it, see if it has any reaction, and if it's
You
a
wanna order a security member to go get close to it?
These
We
aren't
just like-
class.
Who do you?
We
ordered
looks
it?
at Keepsake like, why?
Hey,
Treating our security like a D class.
This is
This
LOC.
is out of character. Out of
We-
character.
This is out of character, and also we didn't bring D class.
Well, either way, Arabella would probably look at that cloud and just be like, we should probably focus on finding people and ask them if they know anything. They might have more data on this than we do.
Also,
someone-
the clouds aren't really the primary objective here. Like on the way back, if we don't know, we can check them out. But might be best to avoid making something that's clearly not normal because it's moving against the wind. He points to a direction the wind's moving, and then indicates that it's moving not with the wind.
I'd imagine it's best to avoid it for now. See what information we can get from the others. I'm sure that'll be safer option and more to our current objective.
We've got a long
Yes.
way to go.
I'm aware.
He says that more as like
Well,
backing Arabella's statement.
Climb down
Yeah.
then.
Here, do we have any rope or anything? Did any security bring anything like that?
Survival kit? I don't know.
That
I
would
don't
be
think
survival kit. I think.
Slot one. If you guys have a slot 2 survival kit, I would say yes. Do you have a slot 2 or a slot 1?
Slot 1.
Okay.
Just
Slot
the
1.
basic one.
Yeah, slot 1's only give you base upgrade to your survival. Slot 2s will give you extra items.
Okay. Can we look around and see if there's anything that could be used as an impromptu ladder, or if there's a ladder down there already that was just knocked over?
Investigate, see if you can find something.
Just zip line now.
Perception or?
Investigate.
Actually. The only place that would have anything that's around here, it looks like a lot of the stuff's been stripped bare or it's just kind of destroyed. The only place that seems to have any sort of like semi-okay structure or human signs of human or sorry, people,
Mm-hmm.
sentient beings is on the top of the bridge.
Alright.
There are some fortifications close by though, so you don't have to like go through over half the bridge to get there. But if you're gonna be rummaging around for stuff, it would be up there.
How far down is it as far as a climb?
The climb, it looks very similar to height to your climb up to the one bulkhead door.
That was one hell of a climb.
Oh my god.
Maybe
Damn.
slightly smaller, maybe. But if you guys have, if anyone has a fear of heights, it's going off right now.
I mean,
Oh, so basically, the only option is the suspension bridge underneath the bridge.
The
Yeah, if you
suspension
wanna
bridge
take a
is
gamble.
janky.
But it's either like 2 miles climb fucking without any protection.
well,
Or
Arabella doesn't mind having a closer look at the structural integrity of the suspension bridge. Check it as we go. She's an
Yeah.
engineer.
That will probably have to be it because we don't have anything to climb down.
Yeah. So she will offer that.
All right, let's do it.
Alright.
Technically, a bridge is just a bunch of pulleys and levers, so mechanical engineering applies.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no.
Well,
I
it
know,
would be.
I
I would
know.
assume it's investigation either way, and she does not have that investigation.
Well, I think intelligence crafts to keep an eye on the integrity as you go would probably apply.
Either way, she will offer that.
Let's do it. It's not in great shape, I can tell you that, but
She can poke things with her cane on the way, just in case.
Sure.
Yeah.
You guys walk up to the underground little suspended scaffolding area.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and you want to check it for its structural integrity, Arabella?
As we go, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
I don't
I
think
want
all of
that.
us should. I don't
Yeah.
think it should be all of us at the same time.
Yeah, no, she'll go first. See what it can do.
Do you check before you take a step onto it, or are
Oh
you taking a
God,
step?
yeah. No, she
Of course.
checks per step.
Roll.
Christ.
Roll a investigation. A wits.
With investigation.
Actually, intelligence. I'll say intelligence.
Intelligence. Okay, that's even less. That's 5 shitty dice.
Yeah, well,
Damn. I can't use crafts. I can't argue that. Oh,
I give you an intelligence graph.
oh okay. Yeah. Wood mechanical engineer.
No.
Okay.
Unfortunately, because I think there is a
That's
specialty for
small.
architecture.
Yeah. Mechanical engineering is more small
Like
devices.
pens.
Mechanical things, not
Like a pen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
A mechanical pen.
I'm seeing this elevator. I'm saying at least 10 people need to get off. I look at pens for a living after all.
Could Keepsake also possibly roll?
Yeah.
I'll say. Does Keepsake have any sort of background, like backstory-wise of engineering, or anything?
No, not really.
This won't negate you from a roll. I'm just okay. So because you don't have any like background in that sort of stuff, you can still roll. You won't get as detailed a thing as Arabella would, though.
Okay, it's something is better.
But like your intuition would go off, right? Your
Hmm.
your scientist.
So in
That
craft,
looks
Your
janky as fuck.
Your jank level.
Just hope it's more than a 1 at least.
All right, with that one. With 0 success, you're like, oh, this is fine, right? If people
We
use
has no
this,
reason
then
to think that
it's
Arabella doesn't
cool.
know what she's talking about.
Oh, God.
Arabella, this seems okay. Definitely not your first choice.
No.
You don't see any seals of approval from any engineers on this either, which is a bit sketchy, maybe. It looks like different.
Who made?
Seems like different materials were cobbled together. One of the scaffoldings is like maybe like a black kind of iron, and the other is a very kind of rusted steel.
Does it at the very least seem like it would
It's-
hold a step on that?
It seems as janky as it looks. It definitely seems like you guys can all walk through here, from what
Okay.
you see.
She's not letting anyone walk
see-
yet. She wants to take
see
a few
that-
steps.
Yeah, you see that it's possible. It looks possible. That's all you can get. So you're not sure. You're not sure on that though. You wouldn't put your signature beside that statement though.
Oh God, no. She doesn't say anything yet, but she will take a step onto it
Castle gets ready to catch her in case it breaks.
and try again.
You take a step onto it, and you hear a. You won't be able to try again, but you take a step onto it, and you hear some of the metal
She's just like,
bends just a little bit.
I feel like we might have to take this one at a time.
Oh, that's so very reassuring.
Hmm. Unless anyone can see what my one eye cannot, I would appreciate some help.
Well, then Hui has now been given the A-OK. Hui will also roll.
I already took my look earlier, correct, Jordan?
Hmm?
I took
Yes,
my
you
look
did.
earlier at this, and I decided this is janky as shit, and I don't want it. But
Yeah. That is still your professional opinion.
All right, so
Come on, Hui. Help Arabella out.
could I so wits investigate or is it intelligence crafts?
one or the other, I think.
You're gonna take a shot at this too.
Arabella's asking for a second opinion, so I now
Why
have a
did
reason
you
to
do
do
this
it.
beforehand? I should say no, just because I want to be a dick.
Because beforehand,
Yes, you
I
can
didn't have
roll.
a reason.
Intelligence crafts.
And what am I? Wait, no, that's for making demolitions. That's not for demolitions. So never mind that. And I'll even willpower it.
Let me make you guys some boxes here. I'm gonna try and make you guys a little bit of a map here, just a little bit.
All right. I got 3 successes and a whole bunch of ones.
Well, hold on a second. Just give me one moment.
Oh, good. You got more than one.
I think he got the amount I had gotten, so we might be a... You actually know engineering more, though, hopefully.
Yes, yes. We has a background in it.
Yeah.
So you should hopefully have a more professional opinion than that's gonna fucking fall.
Wee's opinion, that's definitely going to fall. Puts his seal of approval. Just Hui takes a little Sharpie, writes on it. Don't walk across. You'll die, mate.
Your map is at the bottom.
Who's on Arabella's sheet?
Who is on our roll sheet?
I don't know.
It's not me. I don't know.
Oh,
Your map is
oh,
at the bottom.
they
over here.
fucking ran away. I see you, bitch.
That was
Nice.
Wait, it was
Keep
you?
following you.
yeah, it was me.
Fuck yeah. High five, science, bitch.
Cool. I'll place you guys all. Your map is at the bottom here.
Oh, God.
Arabella,
What's
you
this,
are
Jay?
Will fall.
here. Everything is here. With your role, as you look at this and your background in engineering, you see this and you're like, oh, no, that doesn't look good. Doesn't look like no one signed off on this. Doesn't look like any engineer actually laid their hands on this. They just kind of slapped it together. And then it looks like also, you can see where some chains are rusted away or broken apart. Looks like someone tried to deconstruct it and then stopped halfway through, maybe. You're not sure if it works still or not, but definitely weight is gonna play a factor in getting through here. Weight, timing, some precision, maybe. It's definitely possible.
Hmm.
And it runs over the crevasse, right?
It runs over a large chasm, yes.
All
You
right,
can
is
see
there?
down to the Undercity. You see some flies and some bugs every so often.
Undercity, you say?
The Undercity. It holds
Is-
the Underminer.
Oh, God. Arabella's just
saying?
waiting patiently.
What are you gonna say, Hui? Chance is dead.
Mm-hmm.
Do I
Yes, you keep cutting up.
fucking god? Is there anything we can do to make it safer?
No. Do you? Oh, I'm sorry. Do you? Yes, there is. Do you have steel lying around and welder?
Okay.
Rylan, give me your
Um,
arms.
We might have a welder. Might have a welder. And so Hui just reaffirms it's it might take a little bit of luck to cross. So we might need to find a way down into the tunnels that isn't climbing down. He says, look into castle unless we want to try to cross here.
I'm sorry, what did he say?
That it might take a little bit of luck.
Well, it's gonna take a lot
Might
of luck to
be,
climb down without supplies either.
Well, but I'm saying that maybe we could look for another way down or another way across.
This is what we got. These, and he points to the crevasse, it runs throughout the entire city. We're not gonna be able to walk around it.
But can't we look for another bridge that might be a bit safer than this one?
Could. Might cost us several days.
You know for a fact, if you do try, if you go across it, even if it is possible, you're either going to be going deeper into tan territory and eventually maybe even red, or you may be getting deeper into green territory and maybe even then blue. Either way, you will lose your straight kind of shot that you've got going.
Because that's
So
what the
far.
bridge above us is going, is the straight shot, right?
Yeah, straight little shot.
Do we want to chance the gas?
What?
We have masks, but I'm worried if it has any properties that might affect skin.
So
Common sense.
from where we are. Oh,
Oh, there it is. Here comes the big dick energy.
I
What's
mean, I
going
was gonna
on?
use scientist sense, but you go ahead.
Oh, well then you use your scientist
Pulling out the
sense.
big guns. Oh,
'Cause
okay.
The
Pull out
common
small
sense
gun?
is a big gun, so if you
I
can save
think you
it.
should save
There's the
that. Yeah.
buckshot and the 6-shooter over there.
Arabella will use her scientist sense, and yes, she
Yes.
does have chemistry as a background and a specialty as well. So
Okay then. What is your scientist sense question?
somebody help me here with wording.
I don't know what you want.
Will
Um,
gas masks be enough for us to safely get?
Does it look like we could pass that gas, pass the gas? Sorry, with at
Rel-
least safely, relatively safely or something. I don't know.
Relatively unharmed.
Yeah, it looks like
Is it damaging anything?
from a scientific position, your expertise and the information that you have currently, you are quite sure that with gas masks you'll be able to breathe and move through it
Okay.
if you have a gas mask.
I'm assuming everyone has gas masks, right?
I took
I
it.
assume. I assume people brought the anti-Jimmer last mission and found out we didn't.
No, I'm talking about like the NPCs.
The NPCs took the gas.
Then
They
yeah,
dropped some other stuff.
everyone has gas masks. We should.
All right. Then Arabella will relay what she thinks. If anything, I suppose going in a straight line through that, we have a better chance of not falling to our deaths. And doesn't
Should I-
seem like the surrounding area is particularly harmed by the gas. We
Alright.
might be able to
then.
get through it.
While I'm at it, should I take a look at it then?
We'll be passing
Yes.
through it. So sure.
I will
Oh,
keep an eye out
good.
as well.
Would you like me to go up first and test it?
No.
You can. Let's not try to avoid it when we can, sort of thing, maybe.
How
Yes.
much is this gas covering the bridge?
It's not completely covering it. There's about it's a good like 200 foot, like 2 or 3 or even 2.5 football fields in length. It's not completely covered by this gas. There's like, from what you can see, there's a good like 5 or 10 clumps of 1 foot by, or sorry, 3 foot
1
by
meter?
3. Yeah, 1 meter square kind of clouds that move
Question.
independently.
Is Ryland's hair covered?
Ryland's hair?
Yeah,
His
his green
green.
hair.
His green hair. It is covered.
Good.
He's got a little helmet on.
Just making sure.
Don't worry, I came prepared. He's lit again. Wait. Damn it.
Green. Green lines in his arms as well. Put something over that.
He's wearing a sweater.
Good boy.
He's wearing the Christmas sweater. You got it.
I love him. Thank you, Riley.
It's one that's supposed to like match with something that he got for you, but it's
I
fine.
mean, I guess she'll run tests while we pass then, instead of just going up first and testing.
You have a level, slot 1 or slot 2?
I have a special.
Specialized.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right then. So you can totally take samples as you move through it. It might slow you down a little bit, but you won't be able to fully analyze it unless you're going to stop somewhere on the bridge.
We can.
Okay.
Honestly, if it's not hurting us, I think we're okay to stop. But we're gonna figure that out as we go.
Of course.
Yeah.
So you guys move up to take the above bridge.
Yeah.
All right. There's a little bit of a lip. A little bit of an incline upwards before you get to the flat part of it. As you do, of course, you pass some bodies of tan color.
Shot or.
Are you looking them over at all?
Yes.
They are shot.
Okay.
Some with multiple rounds. Some aren't shot. The only thing you know, though, is none of them have gas masks on.
Okay. Chalk that up to poison.
Mm-hmm. The first incline stops at a long row of sandbags. And as you finally able to see, there is a lot of carnage on the bridge. Even tanks seem to have stopped and been destroyed or seem to lie dormant. Many bodies litter the place, mostly of either red or some tan here and there, and some green.
Okay.
Who has? They don't have danger sense?
I do.
Bitch, I might. No, I don't think so.
No,
Fuck
just
no.
making sure.
Fuck what I
All right, cool. Just making sure.
However, I do want to pull it out. We are moving probably around half speed. I am applying formation tactics at all times.
Sure. Sounds good.
And that'll be to the scientists.
Oh, okay. Got it. Your security team in the back.
The security team is the ones that are trained to protect us and themselves.
Yes, of course. They know. They know. Them in their not MTF armor, white little jumpsuits. And then they got a goddamn commercial.
They have defender gear.
They do.
Yeah.
But they still have.
They
still wear the
got
jumpsuit.
defender gear before they got, anyone else got anything fancy. So they shouldn't hate.
They're
Fuckers.
hating. They're hating. They can hate if they want. Anyway. So yeah. Before you get to your first cloud, you guys all have perception. You guys rolled pretty well, so yeah, I'll give you this. You actually see that some bodies on the bridge are still moving. Some are holding wounds. Others are choking.
Shit.
Like slowly dying, sounding like they're not able to breathe.
The ones that are choking, yes.
Alright.
You do see some people with gas masks, but they have been shot. And a lot of their gas masks are actually doesn't look very operable anymore.
Oh
How so?
boy.
They look, of course, very rudimentary gas masks, though. Not the same as yours. Very different looking. And You may do with that as you will. I did delete the bridge, so
Oh,
what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna splice this stuff at the bottom together. We'll say that is the bridge. If we are all okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll enlarge it as well. Make it a bit more sizable. And I can add, I don't know if you guys want to know where the still alive people are. If you do, I can do that also.
yes, please.
Someone want to be a hero over here, Sounds enthusiastic.
Fuck yeah.
What a good Samaritan.
Oh boy.
Here is your bridge. It is very big. I'll move you guys to the bridge. Or, 1 second. There we go. So you guys are technically, this is just the upper incline part of the bridge.
Okay.
Your teammates, of course. I'm not going to place Pawn down because he's marking a location. I'm going to take a copy of Pawn, though, and I'll give you a copy of his glory.
It's not the real
Another
pawn.
pawn.
Or a copy of everyone. That works too, guys.
Oh lord.
Thank you. Jesus Christ. That was uncalled for. Insubordinate. And chillerish. There we go. There you are. There's everyone for you. Alright, now of course you want to know where all the dead people are. Sorry, the still living people. What should I use for them as their tokens?
Just do like a dot, maybe? Just dot around.
I don't have a dot per se.
You can draw it, right?
You have a C.
I do have a C for civilian though. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll just give a. Nah, I'll use the C.
Get that good Australia vibe back. Come on, give us.
The red SCP logo.
All that. But I mean,
Want
we had a lot of
that?
civilians in Australia.
You're
you
right.
know.
There were a lot of civilians. In
Bring that
Australia.
shit back. Let's do it.
All right, let's get the C back in here. The big C for capital war crime.
Oh my god!
If we find anyone we don't like, we can give them UIU. So, I mean, it's good. We're good.
It's not a war crime if no one knows about it.
Shut the fuck up, Reggie.
These are
But is
the
Reggie-
bodies.
These are the living people.
Okay.
They are of varying colors. Not varying colors. They're mostly tan.
But most of them aren't doing great.
A lot of them aren't doing great.
Okay.
That you can see, at least for now. This guy is choking. You can see that for sure.
Oof.
His breathing, his struggled breathing is very shallow. He's probably been here for a while.
So we can survive.
And he's beginning to die.
I'm gonna give him my fucking gas mask. Thing.
Yeah, everyone else can get something later.
Rylan gave me good stamina. I got this. Let's go.
All right,
No.
so how do you guys want to do this?
Avoid Vagasu. Cross between the dead bodies. Do not give
yeah.
do not give aid because we're like the press. We're not allowed to give aid.
Alright, well, you can be like the press. Arabella
Well,
has to
the
give
thing
it.
Oh
is,
no,
though, that
super
Castle
S's.
has been helping everyone.
Here's the S for super gas.
Get that white phosphorus feel.
That's what you can see for now.
Oof. That's for
So what's
gas.
the S stand for? The gas.
Super gas, yeah, that's the gas.
Hmm. Damn.
You guys can make your moves and tell your security team where you want them to go as well, if you guys want to stay as a group or whatever. And then the gas will move. And of course, whoever's on the bridge will do what they have to.
What does the S
So-
stand for?
Gas.
That stands for gas.
Stay with the times, damn it.
What?
I asked this question already.
Oh, I'm sorry. The real kids are asking questions about stuff, so I needed to answer.
Oh, yes, of course.
Am I a real kid?
No.
That's perfectly fine for you to
Damn.
I said real
Just
kids,
go
not
off.
real kids.
and abandon me.
I'm
Do a
still.
different session.
It's different session. They were like, "Where are our characters?" And they want to role play, and they're like, Brianna, tell us." And so I
Yeah,
have to.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, it's almost like I'm a GM or something.
Yeah. All right, I'll remember this. I'll remember this. No, it's okay. It's fine. I totally understand. All right, the map is now maybe to scale.
Alright.
Yes, it is to scale. At least for movement, so you guys can move your movements.
Alright, let's put us back then.
I swear
Yeah,
to
you
God,
just, yeah,
someone
I
is
saw you just sprint ahead.
Someone is just chopping onions outside my room. My eyes are so irritated right now. Ugh.
So you get starting from the center of the line.
Oh, I can make that. Now. Wait, no, I can't. Oh, the center of the line? Okay.
Yes.
Keep in mind, if
move
you're
it.
wanting to stay in formation, those who are in formation is half movement.
Yeah, you have half your movement if you're trying to stay with.
I don't think Arabella even knows that there's a formation going on.
Oh, Castle would have made it very clear.
Oh, okay.
Also, I think half our movement's still faster in Arabella.
Listen, she got her legs back. Fuck off. It would have been, yeah. It would still be faster than Arabella if she didn't. Oh, that's pretty sad.
I guess we'll slowly move towards this choking fella.
Arabella will ask, yes. If we can at least go closer to the side so that she can rush over, break formation quickly if we're close enough, and then see what she can do, and if anything, move on.
Sure. Move. All of you guys gotta move first.
Okay. I'm expecting Castle to be in front, so I don't know.
Yeah.
What's the how?
Ten
I get
upon
it?
represents the security team. I don't know if you want them to move in front of you or around you or behind you.
Around.
Alright, so they set up a perimeter around you guys.
Alright.
So just know each of you probably has about one person area.
Okay.
What is we doing?
He's moving with.
Okay. So you've all moved then?
Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. Ugh. Yeah, right around there.
Wrath, do you have another hour or?
Yeah,
Okay.
hour and a half.
Alright. I mean, I don't think I have that long, but because I was super tired hours and hours ago. But you guys can continue without me for a bit.
We can always pause when.
Yeah, we'll probably pause once you guys are. Once someone's like, I'm done, then we can pause.
Hmm.
You guys may move again if you wish.
Castle lead.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you move and we'll just move next to you.
Is Rylan walking with us?
Yes, he is. He's just staying behind Firebug, who isn't moving at all.
Oh my god.
Don't you call me out like that.
Do you want me to move Rylan so you don't
I can
have
move
to
him.
worry about it? Alright, okay.
He just behind Firebug. Firebug doesn't move. Apparently.
Any of the survivors training guns? Or even notice us?
No, not that you can see. The closest to you that have a clearer line of sight. Everyone else is kind of a bit hard to see. The closest to you have a line of sight. This guy notices you, but then he also notices this gas cloud getting closer, and he's like, "No, please." He doesn't. He can't say words, but he chokes, and he says, "You can see 2 hands are around his throat, and you can see his little legus kind of just kicking at the ground to try and push him away from it.
Oh no.
Push himself away
Struggle.
from it.
Struggle
can-
for our movement.
I can quickly grab him and run back and examine his symptoms.
It's up to you.
That's a cloud.
You're gonna be moving at a different speed there with you if you
Yeah.
you're trying to drag.
That
So
should
that's
be
just the
fine. The formation tactics to help against bullets and such, so if we're not being shot at, you're free to go.
Okay, well then Keepsake will sprint, grab, and try to run back.
All right.
So-
Well, first things first. Roll a strength.
Athletics.
Mhm.
And grab.
You are minus.
I have strong back and a lifting specialty.
Of course. How much movement did it take for you to get that?
About 4.
About 4.
Yeah.
All right. Then you have 4 movement left to move as you drag him. A lot of him is kind of a little bit dead weight. He's not giving you a lot of help.
Should I roll to pick him up?
Either way, your movement speed is at 8 now, from 15 to 8.
Okay.
So if it took you 4 to get here, you have 4 left.
Okay. Is that enough to grab him?
Mm-hmm.
And drag back?
Yep, you have 4 feet.
Okay.
Or wait, was that 4 for you to sprint over there?
Yeah.
Oh, then never mind. That's something different. Sorry. So I'll take it from your 3 then.
Mm-hmm.
So you have enough to sprint over there.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot sprint, unfortunately. So it starts from there. If you're 3, you can move 5. No, wait, hold on. If you're starting from there, you just sprint. No, because your sprint gives you more. So it'll take from that. So yeah, you have a good 5-6 feet of movement.
Okay. With him?
Yes, with him.
Okay. That's good. She'll pull him back and try to like look over some shit, and she'll ask the rest to give her cover, like watch the gas.
Nods.
Okay.
Can I diagnose him? See what's up?
He is diagnosed with death.
You don't need to diagnose that this man is dying.
Yeah, but specific symptoms, specific cause.
Specific symptoms include his eyes, ears, and mouth are bleeding.
Yeah.
His throat looks particularly swollen.
Okay.
Hey, look, treat
And
her.
it almost looks like some of his a lot of his body is clothed, but what you can see of his face, it seems like some have entered in a state of necrosis
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
and have begun to rot.
Oh, he's dead.
I'm so glad I have tolerance to biology.
Yeah, anyone that doesn't have that,
He's rotting?
some parts of his face seem to be rotting.
Oh,
It's a good kind of gas.
So we should all roll Rescop then.
Sure.
Well, you said tolerance
If
to
you
biology.
if you have tolerance to biology, you don't have to roll.
That gives a +2 to roll. So
I understand that. I am saying you don't have
Okay.
to.
he's
Okay.
letting
If
his
you
head
have-
wave.
I mean, unless you want to roll, Dami. If you want to roll, go for
I'm just saying.
it.
Dami, we've always really, really, really bad stuff and worse.
God.
Hmm.
Shit.
You can take some samples from him while he's still alive. Or you
Yeah.
can just write down his final moments if you want.
Yeah, do it, you freak.
I'll take samples.
Oh wow! While he's watching you.
No, not while he's alive.
No, he's alive.
Ah,
Oh,
Do you-
we can help with
Do you
that.
have him right there?
yeah.
Castle will just keep a comforting hand on him while he passes because he's dying.
Do you want to mercy kill him? Because
He doesn't
No,
have much
she
longer
can't do
left.
that.
I'll do it.
He
not
looks like he's like
selfish.
right on
Well,
death's door,
It's
doesn't
not selfish. It's just murder, but it's not selfish.
he? Jordan,
Yeah. So
he looks like he's like right on death's door, doesn't he?
He's close.
Yeah, Castle will
He's-
just kneel
He
down.
looks. He's beyond the point of return. It seems.
Like-
You can't do anything with this.
The moment that
You don't
Keeps
even know how long he's been out here.
Hmm.
pulls him back and gets a good look, you just hear her horror. Like, I can't do anything.
And he continues to choke. His eyes are alight. As much as sluggish and dead as his body seems, his eyes are the only thing that are fully active as he looks almost pleadingly.
Can I roll
And
to
this,
to calm as he's kind of hitting that point?
oh yeah.
sure, there's nothing we can do. Cut off the necrotic.
He's a dead man.
There's too much, and we don't really have. We could set up a facility here, but it would take quite some time.
Keepsake, are you helping comfort or are you?
Yeah, I'll
She-
help comfort.
Okay,
God.
cool. Guess what you get?
Cohesive unit is just one of the cohesive unit. I'm ruining for you, Bree. I'm ruining. You don't get to fucking drop the line.
You get a +3.
Okay.
For a cohesive unit, you needed 3 people.
No, 3 people is when you get 9-agains.
Oh.
Presence persuasion or presence expression?
I'd say persuasion. You're not acting. You're trying to be heartfelt.
Yeah. Oh, I get +3.
I'm here for you, buddy.
I'm here for you, man.
Okay, that's 3 on top
Wow.
of Castle's fucking 6.
With your guys' combined will, he soothes down. Looks like he tries to cry, but just kind of more blood kind of bubbles out, and I mean actually bubbles out.
Jesus Christ. Keepsake is mentally noting down all the symptoms.
Before he is still.
Okay, time to take samples.
Now you can take your sample.
Yeah. Now you take my samples without being absolutely fucking.
Castle stands.
What do I roll?
You can roll for me an intelligence or wits. Say deck. Wits medical, or an intelligence science. This will take some time.
Will my tox specialty help?
Yes, I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Or it'll help when you're trying to. Right now, this is the role to just get the samples from him.
Okay.
And clean ones at that. It'll help when you're trying to examine it or trying
Okay.
to actually analyze it.
I'll go for the wits medicine then.
So, yeah, you can take the time to do that.
Okay. I will roll 4.
Yeah, you get what you need. You take some swabs of his mouth. You take some swabs from some of the different bloods that have pooled out of his face. A swab of the necrotic mass. You take what you need.
Oh, I haven't heard that in a while.
She closes his
Proceed
eyes
across.
she closes his eyes once she's done.
It's not gonna work. You need to be dead a couple hours before you can close them.
Oh. Her hand falls.
Do they? Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you know.
Oh.
Well, yeah. you have that shattered. That calm trope shattered for you. You keep saying
Yes, she does.
as he looks at you still with his
Here in
dead eyes.
SCP world, we break tropes.
Then she'll just set him aside. Okay, I will try to grab a sample of the gas.
Nods. Recreates formation.
Inhales gas.
Sample
received.
Am I okay to scooch us forward?
Yeah, let me just move these things first.
It seems like it's focused on his airways, or primarily affected him by entering his airways, considering that we have sufficiently sophisticated gas masks. We should be decent.
Doesn't mean we should want to try to go through it still.
Well, I'm not trying to go through it, but should something happen, we should hopefully fare better.
With that, you guys may move again.
Okay.
Is this close enough to grab a sample?
I'm gonna need you to make a
Oh boy.
dex.
Dex.
Athletics.
Oh boy.
To get just close enough to not have like any of your hands going or anything like that, just to get the pure sample.
Okay, I'm gonna willpower that.
The gambles begin.
Oh!
That's what I'm talking
You
about.
are able to perfectly pay off that gamble as you get a good old test tube full of this stuff, nice and full.
Oh god. Okay, she's like, okay, sample acquired. Let's move.
Good to go?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is we good to go? He's not moving.
I was trying to move, but I kept on using the gosh darn
The ruler.
feels
Nice.
bad, man.
This gas continues on this way. This gas.
What are these two?
It is making its way.
So the gas doesn't seem to pay any attention to us.
Just go in.
Hmm.
Say that.
Alright, it is. You see this gas move, and you stop, Castle. Just where you stop, you see
Mhm.
like the line of mist just in front of your face.
Straight face.
The shadow. Hmm. You can see as you hear, you're close enough now to, and you see that this guy doesn't notice you right
Mhm.
here. But he doesn't seem to pay you much mind. As he looks a bit out of it. He has a part of his gas mask is broken. Looks like, and you can see some of the pieces on the floor. He's up against like a small truck. The side of it has some blood on it. Looks like he may have fell and hit his head.
Hmm. And the other one?
The other one doesn't pay much mind. He seems to be like starting to like get out from under something and crawl over. You hear him kind of. It's hard to hear underneath his mask. As he begins to crawl over this way.
Really, can we roll a perception to hear what he says?
Yes, you may.
2 successes.
2 successes.
Anyone else rolling?
Sure. Can't believe my lack of an eye is gonna harm my
Okay.
perception roll. Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh. You do so well. You do badly.
Nice. My other eye falls out.
Fuck.
Who else would like to shot at this?
I don't need to make a perception check, I think.
What do my elf ears hear?
So we'll start off at the bottom because then we'll be there. Castle, you hear this man say something along the lines of, "Here, here." That's all you hear. Keepsake, you hear him say, Elixir, where are you? Come over here." As he finally kind of makes his eye movement at his friend there, and kind of starts crawling towards him, saying, come over here." Arabella, you hear that. Actually, let me get a look at your. What's going on with you over here? You like saving people? No, you don't have that flaw.
No, Hope and Wrath.
Hope and Wrath. Hope and Wrath. You hear what he's saying. You hear the desperation in his voice. Seems Alexei is a very good friend of his, and you can see it must be that guy over there that he's crawling towards. He's hurt and dazed. You can hear pain in his voice. You can hear the desperation. You know all of the emotion that's going through, and you feel it. You feel it deep down inside of you. It's like watching the ultimate kind of performance of and understanding exactly what was written to paper and getting to feel exactly the exact emotion behind the lines. And you feel anger, surprise, sadness. You're angry at whoever put these people in this situation, at least these two, if not all of them.
Mm-hmm.
That may come into play later.
Okay.
Of course, your mutant hearing also hears the telltale signs of battle, and like nails on a chalkboard, it is horrifying.
Okay.
You also hear something on the wind as well. You hear a ticking, almost like the sound of maybe even clockwork or cogs turning, and it's about a whisper. You're not sure about it, but that's what you
Okay.
hear.
She'll keep an ear out for that then.
Yes. You guys may do your movements.
Alright.
Are we wanting to stealth? I think stealthing might be a good option.
You can move that away, Jordan, if you say.
I just making sure.
Alright.
And I'm gonna. Is our people stealthing? Are we as a group doing that? Because I think that might be.
Everyone looks. Yeah, sure. I guess we might as well try to stop.
Hey, everyone! +3 and 9 agains.
Alright.
Dex, stealth, sneaking. Oh. So 11.
All right, you guys begin to sneak.
We need to keep snake.
You stake and a hui.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That is if you want to sneak.
Uh-oh.
Oh Jesus! What have you done?
Something seems to be wrong with the above roll. Failed verification.
Wonder what's wrong with that.
Yeah,
one.
how did you possibly do this? That occupies
He
almost the
re-rolled
entire
zeros.
entry.
Fucking idiot.
Wow. Okay then.
Should we roll? I mean, right.
Come on, buddy.
I
Buttons-
apologize.
Buttons aren't that hard, are they?
They are. Okay. They really.
4 successes, and then this block of whatever the fuck this is. 5, 3, and 1. Okay, 4, 5, 3, and 1. Alright, you guys begin to stealth. You're not sure how effective you are, but castle is a bit noticeable. Maybe it's the shadow. The shadow making a bit of like ruffling noise, maybe? You're not sure.
Ruffling. My shadow flows in the wind.
Yeah, it does. It's like someone like put a finger to their mic and just kind of rubbing it just slightly.
I can't tell if that's a call out or not.
No, not you. I don't think you've done that. Alright. You guys have moved. The gas begins to move. Let's see which way it goes. Oh. It begins to move this way. Yeah, okay. Begins to move that way as these two keep going. This guy stops crawling. And who has danger sense again?
I do.
Hey, you wanna roll that, brother?
Ooh, I get to roll my perception check.
Oh yeah, you do.
Do I get a
Your
plus for Inca's
bonus.
cohesive unit? Or is it only when we're all doing the same thing?
It's when you're all doing the same thing.
Okay.
It only counts for this. unfortunately.
I
Since
cannot
this is
help
more
your
beyond
eyes. But that's
Yeah.
fine, you got it.
You got it. You see a glint in the distance.
What kind of glint?
Ooh, like a sniper glint, probably.
I need to know what kind of glint, because there is sniper glint, then there's like
No.
glint off glint, then there is the
You're not
scariest
sure.
of all,
Just like a little glint.
the you know,
Very
the
quickly.
glint of a atomic ray coming
Yeah.
down to vaporize a planet.
Not
God,
bad.
your danger
Oh.
sense and you notice a glint. I wonder if it's a fucking sniper.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, you see there's a glint in the corner of your eye. You're not sure what it is, but you know for a fact something is going to hit.
Pointed it
Castle.
out to Castle. Oh.
Hey, I wasn't able to hear the last bit there. Who's it going to hit?
Something is going to hit
definitely
Castle.
going to hit Castle. Would you like to do anything?
Get
Well,
down!
yes.
It will take up your next action, but I'll allow you, since you know it's coming, to do something about it.
Yes,
Something, I don't know what it is, but something is going to hit him.
Get
We
down.
would like to inform Castle and pull Castle down. That something's
So
that
you inform
sniper.
him. You say, like, take
I-
the time to explain.
No,
you
no,
want-
no. I'm pulling him down while informing everyone
I
that
assume
sniper.
you pull him down towards you, sort of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
I will move you, Castle, as you just get yanked.
Ugh.
Your shadow, like a cartoon, stays in the same place for a couple seconds before then zooming off after you. And
little
it's
bit
with
creepy.
that you hear the shot of a sniper.
And Arabella dies immediately.
No, actually.
Oh
See?
god.
You see the tracer around at the last second, just before it makes impact, and you see that it actually hits the ground right through this, the cloud,
Hmm.
right over here.
Wow.
And then in a split second, it lights up. The cloud engulfs in flames and explodes.
Nice.
Ooh.
Flammable gas. So
Oh,
breathing
wow.
in nitroglycerin.
And it engulfs these two in flames and explosive potential quite quickly.
Well, at least we know Arabella won't be trying to save them.
Time to kill a sniper.
No, Arabella.
They're damaged. They're way too damaged. They can't come back from that, unfortunately.
Castle will just, from the hand that like we had grabbed him and pulled him down by, he'll just pat the hand like, nice job.
Um,
And with that, I'll ask if you guys would like to end here. If you guys would like to continue.
Where y'all
I
at?
guess we can end.
End here, probably.
Cool.
Dami,
Yeah.
how about you?
Yeah.
Continue?
Sorry.
No
Or-
worries.
no?
Alright,
Yeah.
And
No
Yeah.
worries.
It's okay. You usually that's why I ended here. So, finally, just put on our ending music.
This is gonna be fun. I'm glad you guys are here with me.
Yeah, imagine doing this by yourself, bro.
I mean, I would have climbed
You
down
take a
into
lot of
the.
gambles.
Yeah.
So on this bridge where you can see multiple bodies, you can see the burning duo in front of you, that anger flaring within Arabella as she looks into the flames.
And a sniper bout. That was a bro. And say,
Fire.
You see the glint of see the glint of the sniper once again trace over you and take a shot closer to where you guys are. He knows you're there. It doesn't look like he wants to follow any sort of rule, or at least isn't acknowledging them. Almost like he's toying with you, just so you know. Oh, he's watching.
Hmm.
As the security team takes up defensive sort of positions, Pawn silently kind of calls out some orders. You found yourselves on in a hunter's trap of sorts. It's possible to get across, maybe, but maybe it also isn't. And this most definitely marks your first stop. Your last chance to turn away on this bridge into the center of hell.
Nice.
And that is where we'll end.
Nice.